Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about closing a put and buying to close a put and what that really means, what you can do after the fact that you buy and close a put. But before we get started, two things. If you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing. I've been documenting me selling options, and if that sounds like something you'd like to follow and just see how I do, please consider subscribing. That way you don't miss any videos in the future. And second of all, my goal was 1,000 subscribers, and I logged on today and I noticed that I hit 1,000. So for all of you that have subscribed and are actively watching me, thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. I hope to get to many more subscribers and build a community on here. I think that'd be great. Of like-minded people that just like selling options and just bouncing ideas off of each other. I think that could be beneficial for all of us. So really, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And let's talk about closing a put. And like I do in almost every one of my videos, I'm going to start off with showing off my spreadsheet. This is a spreadsheet I put together. It's pretty easy, quick, and dirty maybe. But here's a spreadsheet that I use just to keep track of all of the premium that I get from selling options. And right here, we're just seeing the month of December. So far this month, I've gained $365 in premium. Yes, I did sell a put on MSTX. That's probably going to be a future video because we're not going to talk about that specifically. But what we are going to talk about are some puts that I sold on Sofi. This has been a stock that I've sold a lot of puts on, and I've been trying to acquire more shares this way. So if the put goes in the money by expiration, I have to purchase those shares, which I'm okay with, because I want to own more shares of Sofi and eventually run the wheel on Sofi. And so far this month, $137 I've gained in premium selling puts on Sofi. But now comes the question, okay, I have a put and it's decreased in value a lot. How do I go ahead and close that put, free up my collateral, and then what? What do I do after that? That's what I want to hopefully answer today, or at least explain what my thought process is. Maybe you have a different theory on what needs to be done, and I'm happy to hear it in the comments. Feel free to let me know, but I want to just share my thought process. So if we go to Robinhood, here you can see all of the different options that are open, and specifically I want to look at this $14.50 put on Sofi that expires this Friday. And since I've originally sold these puts, they've decreased in value, which is what you like to see when you sell puts. You want to sell something at a higher price and then buy it back at a lower price. And so I've sold 4 different contracts on Sofi with the average credit of $15.75 a piece. And that's how much I got from selling these. And now they're worth $4. So I can buy them back at $4. And what does that really mean? Well, it means I no longer have the obligation to buy these shares if it goes in the money by expiration. And I think more importantly, what this means is it frees up the collateral that I set aside when I sold this put. So each put I sold set aside $1,450 in collateral, and it's just sitting there. And now that this is worth less, I ask myself, why not close this, free up that collateral, and then if Robinhood dips between now and Friday, I can sell more puts, especially if the value of those puts is more than $4, which I buy them back at. If it dips between now and Friday, I can sell them again and gain even more premium overall. Or something else I can do is once I buy to close those puts, I can view all of the other options and just go up in strike price. So maybe instead of $14.50, I look at $15.50. Instead of $4 a piece, what I buy them back at, I can get $19 a piece at $15.50. I am going to have to put $100 more of collateral per contract because $14.50 to $15.50 is $100 more, but I would gain more premium with the same expiration date. Or option C, I guess, is buy to close them and just do nothing the rest of the week. Wait till next week. But basically what I'm focusing on is once a put has very little value, there's no point in keeping that contract open. I will just buy to close, pay a little money, release that collateral, and if Robinhood dips again, I can sell puts and gain even more premium overall. And so really that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow morning, most likely at least, is buying to close these 4 puts. I'll just wait, sit on the sideline, and then if I see a good opportunity to sell puts in the future on Sofi, I'll use that collateral I freed up and gain even more premium. Because here's another thing. Let's say I buy to close these at $4 each, and Robinhood tomorrow afternoon tanks for some reason, and it goes down to 15 a share. Well, then these puts are probably going to be worth more than $4 a piece. So I could sell these all over again and make premium if that occurs. But that's what I plan on doing tomorrow morning. I'm going to buy to close these options, free up that collateral, and just wait and see what kind of positions I can get into depending on the price of Sofi. And what I'll end up making total if I buy to close these at $4 a piece is $47, or about 75% of their total value since I originally sold. But yeah, this is something I don't think I've ever actually just talked about before I was buying to close more specifically on this channel. So I thought I'd do so since I do plan to do this tomorrow morning. If you like this kind of video, like I said, please consider subscribing. That way you can follow along. And if I do poorly, it'll be entertaining. And if I do well, maybe it'll be motivational. But regardless, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in a future video.